Yo, welcome to another episode of the Bjj Goons podcast. I'm your host, Tim, the Mushmaster Spriggs, and with me as always every week is...
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's no new Niko Ball, the crossface killer. Soon I'm gonna be able to get back on the mats. I can't wait.
Yeah, so you caught the plague, did you? You
Oh
caught a
yeah,
little
I'm
bit of the
saying like,
plague.
hey, I did. I got the COVID and I tested like again today or yesterday, and I'm still positive. So it's like at home in isolation, but shit.
Yeah, I mean, at least you have more time to think. You're not out and about.
Yeah,
You can meditate.
exactly. And chant, nam yo horenge kyo and stuff.
Yeah, to
Are you
get
going
those.
out for New Year's?
Hell no, I'm not going out for New Year's. No, I'm not
Uh,
going to places with a whole bunch of people.
are you
I'm
doing anything
probably...
with your family then?
No, I'm not doing anything with my family. I'm gonna go hang out with a person or two, but like very small, like one or two people.
So you are going
Uh,
out New Year's. You ain't going out,
no,
but you got
going out
secret out
means going
plans.
out.
Oh, you
Yeah, I
got
have like
secret
top
out
secret
plans.
mission. I have secret out plans and not out. Like I'm not going to a party. I'm not going to a
Yeah, okay.
party. Yeah, I'm not doing that. When you say go out, like what do you mean?
I'm just
When
trying to
people
figure out
say
what you're trying. I don't know. I'm trying to live vicariously through you right now,
I will be
Tim.
leaving my house to go to another house with like pretty much another person. Probably, most likely,
One other person. Is it a
another
female,
person.
Tim? Is it a female?
No
Like, let me.
comment. No comment. I'm not doing. No. No. It's a top secret
Uh,
mission.
I'm trying to live
It's a
vicariously
top
through
secret.
you, Tim. I can't go out. I need
Why?
details. We need details. I'm
You need
sorry.
to
This
find
ain't
a guy
patriotic.
that
I'm
you
sorry.
need to find a guy that has COVID as well, so that you both can hang out together. Come over here, baby.
Hey, I'm asymptomatic. So an asymptomatic man, please.
How long are we gonna do this for? Ah,
Only like, oh, the whole COVID thing. Like, yeah, probably for
yeah.
uh
No, you can't do this shit forever, man. We're gonna get demonetized now because we said the bad word. We said the C word. We said the C word.
COVID.
I given up on being monetized on YouTube. It's no point. It's no point. Anyway, what's up with you, Niko? Besides you catching COVID and just chilling at the crib, is there anything going on, or are you just reflecting on the year that was 2021?
I've been like riding my little exercise bike, working on merch. About to drop some merch on Favela Jiu Jitsu. The No Justice, No Peace line that drops tomorrow, which will be the first because we're actually recording this on the 31st. So it'll be like a couple. What day is it today, Tim?
Today
Friday.
is Friday, yeah.
Friday. So tomorrow's Saturday, and y'all gonna hear this on Monday. Um, but yeah, so then you can go on and buy some of the Anchor sweaters and stuff that I've been sewing. And then we're going to be dropping some new merch for Bjj Goons. I'm not sure when we're going to drop that. If that's going to be at Randori or whatnot, we'll be announcing that later. But yeah, I've just been chilling. I'm glad I moved. Like, so I have a lot of space to like quarantine in. So I just been kind of chilling and Netflixing.
Mm, that's good though. I mean, yeah, at least you have a place to stay. There's giving you a lot of space. You got working Wi-Fi, so you can do the podcast.
Yes,
See, it ain't all bad. It ain't all bad.
Just been reading
See,
and whatnot, catching up on stuff.
that's what's up though. But this has been a crazy year. I don't know. It's so weird, like doing year-end wrap-up shows because there's so much that goes on. Um, I guess we just talk about it. And like, what are some of the highlights or even lowlights of your year? This has felt like when I think back to January, it feels like it was 2 years ago. What?
I feel like no, you were talking about highlights. It's like
There are none.
no, like I'm a purple belt, and I was like, oh, I should run and go grab it. Is what I was gonna say.
Go
But
get it. Go get it. You go get your show that shit off. Yes.
it's like no, I mean, sorry, hold on, I get it.
I'm probably not the only person that feels this way, but it has definitely felt. I'm talking to you. right now. You at home. It has felt as if this is a 2-year year. So much has happened just to me, not just only to the world, but to me this past year, that makes me feel as though this year was 2 years long. You got 2 purple belts.
Yeah, I got 2. We'll get to, yeah, I got 2.
You got 2 purple belts. So, like I was saying, it feels as though this year has been 2-3 years long. And I guess some highlights for you, Niko. What would they be?
I mean, okay, so we're starting off in the last one. It's like I finally got to go to Brazil. That was a trip that I was supposed to do in like June and be there for a month, but like I finally was able to slide out there on December 1st. Clearly I got my purple belt. Like I do have 2 of them with me. This is one that I got from the project actually at Teddy Kids, or the FT Academy from Teddy Cousins. And the other one is it's a new one. Because this is like a used one. Who knows where this came from? You know, it's like whatever.
Are you gonna wash it?
No, I don't wash my belts. Do you wash your
You
belts?
don't?
You do, you?
Yeah, I wash my belts. Yes. Oh no, I did a whole video about this, Niko, back when I was cooped up in the crib and like retired from jiu-jitsu where I didn't even train. I used to make videos, and I made a video about how nasty it is when you don't wash your belt. And I'm very disappointed in you.
I don't
But
wash
hey,
my
I'm not
belt,
gonna
but like
shame.
also I don't get as sweaty as you do. Like sometimes like guys like their geese get like they all drenched through, but like 100% don't wash my belt. But then like this is another belt like because I not only do I do merch like here in the US, but like now we produce stuff for like Favela Jiu Jitsu in Brazil. So this is from like one of like my partners down there, like Stone Sports Fightwear. So like they sell like the Favela Jiu Jitsu products at competitions, and they also sell their own stuff. So they also gave me a belt. So like this is like my competition belt, and then this is the one I'll use for like training and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of belts. I had a few purple belts over my time. This is I competed so much and trained so much that you got to cycle through them, or else you're just gonna have one really raggedy belt. That's a huge accomplishment getting the purple. I am very proud of you still. Most people don't make it to purple. I like purple belt. I like how jiu-jitsu purple belts are like that color of purple, not like an ugly color purple. I was just so hyped to get my purple belt when I got it, because I spent 4 years as a blue belt.
I spent forever as a blue belt. I think like 7 years.
Yeah, but
I'm trying to only like, so I'm trying to be like, hurry up at purple belt. It's like, I'm trying to be real good. I need to like slide in with Master Lloyd. Like, you know, it's just like, yeah, be there 2 years, man. Like a normal.
you gotta go out in these streets though. If you're gonna train, man, you gotta risk it. You gotta risk it to get the biscuit. But with the plague going on and everything, you're gonna have to show up.
Once I pop negative and I got these antibodies, I'm gonna be like stupid with it, yo. I'm gonna be stupid with it. So like, yo,
Well, you'll see me there. You'll see me at the gym. I'll be going there very often, very soon. I'll be going more often than I am now. I just hope my booster shot works. But anyway, is there anything else that happened major this year for you? It can
all
be
right.
related to just not just you, but to the podcast, to jujitsu, martial
So
arts, big things.
my life other than jiu-jitsu, maybe do I have one? So it was purple belt. I got to go to Brazil, which was just dope in general for business reasons. We were talking before we started the podcast, like I actually started like Favela Jiu-Jitsu as a business in the US. So that was really dope to actually be able to incorporate that, to not only have the nonprofit but also the LLC. And then I just had a lot of injuries, so it's like, I don't know, that could be like a positive overcoming that, but it was also like shitty because I haven't been able to train in so long. But all in all, it's been like a pretty successful year for me business wise, because like, yeah, with the podcast we've been doing a lot, which is really dope. I've never produced this much content ever before, you know.
I was talking to my friend earlier today about the process of doing the podcast and all the changes that have occurred. And it's still crazy to think that about a year ago, a little bit more, like a year and a half ago, we just were like, yo, I just asked you straight up, like, did you want to be on the pod or you want to start doing it? And then to see how this year we made huge leaps. We fixed the sound. We know a lot more about audio visual. We have a Patreon.
You about
And
to buy a
that
camera?
I'm about to buy a camera. Yes, I am about to buy a camera. and all that shit is so important to the pro. We have very good merch. I think we have very dope merch, and it's independent. We don't have somebody making it for us.
But we are also going to have a collab. We've been talking with people. So it's like to have multiple streams of income. Master Lloyd always says you should never have just one, you know? So it's like we'll have the stuff that we produce to have like collab with like a company will also be dope. So hopefully that will be dropping soon because people have been on my ass about certain products.
Yeah. And it's just been a growth process. I think about from January to today, so much for me has changed in how I look at the sport and my involvement. I went from just doing matches because I needed the money because I spent a year locked down, not able to do anything, to being completely out the game, to being ranked #1 in the world and being involved in major projects for the community, for the sport that are going to be historic. And now I'm ending the year preparing myself to be a full-time athlete again, or make full-time money being an athlete, and of course
coming
doing
out
pro
of
wrestling.
Retirement for the second time.
Yes, and doing pro wrestling too has been lit.
Yeah, that is true. I got to see some of his matches, which is really dope. Like, y'all definitely won't get to see it for the public for a while, but you know, I finally got that. You know, after a year worth of, you know, that was a major accomplishment. After a year worth of having to like find out news from Flow Grappling, you know, I finally got to see some shit from Tim. Didn't have to find out from like some other major news or see it on Instagram first. That was dope to see that.
So, some top secret projects I've been working on. Not so top secret though. That's just us, but Jiu Jitsu as a whole, wowzers. It was a very interesting time for the sport. We saw how the no-gi submission-only format has taken over. The internet and social media has made it so people are still able to be celebrities in the sport. But I think, like, especially we talk about Herbert and Gordon Ryan on our Patreon at patreon.com/Bjj Goons. I'll just say this: the drama online has been at a all-time high, and it continues to grow. And I'm all here for it. Guys are starting to get money though. Like, the beautiful part is guys are starting to get money in the sport. And we're starting to see that jiu-jitsu has kind of survived being on lockdown and it's starting to thrive again. And even in the gi, guys are still progressing the sport and we survived. I think that's a big story for jiu-jitsu, that it survived the first part of the pandemic. We're still in it, but they survived.
And then you, Mr. Tim Spriggs, come out as like the king of the shit talker with your post, who's #1 interview.
It wasn't shit talk. How is that shit talk? The guy shit talked me first. Gordon should talk me first. He should talk the whole event saying it was the interim title. It wasn't worth a damn. And I said, interim, these nuts. You could have competed. Like, you got a tummy ache. You're not really fucked up. I'm out here training 2-3 times a week, lifting weights and just going and just fucking up the best of the best. And I had a murderer's row. My side of the bracket was super hard. I had a very small margin for error. I submitted 2 out of the 3 guys. Tex was bitching, moaning, and complaining about it, but I ended up passing his. He loves to complain. I think he's one of those people that loves to be miserable, and it's okay. You do a sport where it's okay to be miserable because you're in bad positions all the time. Regardless, I did it. He was talking shit, and I'm the king of the shit talkers, I guess. We're gonna find out. You're about to see in a few months. This project.
A few months. Hold on, it's just January.
What is a few? A couple?
It's like more.
A couple months, you're gonna see something.
Right,
I hope.
Yeah.
But I think that's a big story. I think another big story. Good Lord. Cyborg and Fight Sports being canceled, but not really being canceled. I think that's like the ongoing story where it's like, damn, like,
they have a
this is it.
One of their students is a fugitive from the law, which is just great. And then like Cyborg, like the IBJJF Instagram posted something for his birthday. Like, I don't know if you saw that, but like the comment section was just like hilarious. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, this is distasteful. Like, we just out here, like, we just out here, like, gonna give big ups to like someone protecting pedophiles. It was.
Hey, it's the world we live in. But I say this, that's not very much cancer to me. He has not suffered any consequences besides being sued, which who knows if that'll even go anywhere. He's just thriving despite being a scumbag. And that's the biggest story. That's jiu-jitsu for you. You got the shit in the New York Times and he's still competing at Worlds like nothing happened. He's probably getting so much money from affiliates still, and he did something foul. Oh God. But hey, I said it once, I said it again. Jiu-jitsu is cool, but it's still a very dark place.
Yeah, I mean, Andrew Galval got slapped this year. That was hard.
Oh, that happened this year too.
That was a hard one for the favela because, like, he's definitely one of today's students. That was like the slap that was heard around the world.
I got messages from non-jiu-jitsu people about that.
Yeah, like Today was out on Instagram, like mad about that. Like,
how are you gonna be mad at Gordon? You gotta be mad at your boy. Like, you can't get, if your boy won't fight for himself. Like, if Andre Galval fought him back and he got jumped, then I could be like, all right, you should be mad. You all should be mad.
I don't know what to say.
The city took an L, man. The favela took an L that day.
Yeah, it did. It was.
Brazil took a big fat L.
It was a rough one.
Or this, I don't know. That's what happened. That's what happened for me this year. That's what happened for us. That's what happened to the podcast this year. But all in all, I think 2021 has been a year of growth, and it makes me excited for the future. Let's just hope that nothing closes, because we saw Worlds get pushed back to December, which is a huge bummer.
Wait.
I was not feeling that.
Yeah, this December. But Worlds was really great. Like my ex-fiance, current fiance, whoever knows, like he became world champion. That there was Jansen Gomez from the favela became world champion. Gabi Pesania, that one was sad. She kind of beat Yara, but they're both kind of representatives of the favela. There's a lot of people from favela that claim world titles this year, so that was really dope to see. Dudu, who's also from Cantagalo, he was a purple belt. He got a world title. He got his belt, his brown belt as well. And yeah, Eduardo Hockey and Jansen and his father were both on flow grappling, so that was really, or all three of them were on flow grappling, so that was really dope to see.
Who do you think has been the grappler of the year?
That's hard. I think probably the Rotulu brothers could probably take the cake there. They've been kind of, but it's they've also been Nogi. They do a lot of Nogi, but they've been killing it.
You would say both joint grapplers of the year.
Yeah, they kind of you gotta take them as a package, I don't know.
That is not cool. I know people that are twins, and I'm certain that they do not like being grouped together as a package deal, because their whole life they're in a package deal. You can't just lump them together. They have two. It's
kind of even you don't even have to be twins. It's the Rotulu brothers, the Jansen brothers, the Dorsey brothers. They all get grouped together and confused. I confuse all of them.
That's not right, Niko. You can't be doing that. They're their own people.
The reality of it. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Don't hate me because I'm wrong, but that's just how it is. I love them both, Elijah and Corey, but you
still can't do that to them. I would say if I had to pick one Rotolo brother, I have to go with Ty Rotolo being the one that would get the nomination for sure. The fact that he went against such great people. He did win Who's Number One. He did just win Worlds between the match between the two of them. I believe he beat Cade. Ty is he's just done a great job against really high competition. Not to say Cade hasn't, but I would give the edge to Ty. Do you have any other people that you think would be deserving of the recognition of the Grappler of the Year?
Oh yeah, man, Tim Spriggs.
Me?
Yeah.
Off of one event though? Wait,
Nah.
time out. After one event though?
Yeah, I'm just trying to butter up our business relationship for 2022. Go slide into it all nice.
Come on, Niko. You know I wouldn't desert you. We've been through too much. You don't got to butter me up. You keep it 100 with me. If you keep it,
Um,
hey, listen. If you gonna keep it 100 with me off camera when it comes to the business side of shit and the podcast side of shit, you gotta keep it 100 with me on the jiu-jitsu side. I think I did a good job this year. I think that if I had won the match against Cyborg and I had won the match against Victor Hugo, I could probably make a better case for myself. But that's a big win. I did beat some tough guys, but Grappler of the Year, I haven't competed enough. Now, if I do what I think I can do next year, we can have this discussion. But I don't think no, not at all.
all right, so
I
who do
think,
you got? Who is the grappler of the year then for you?
I mean, Tyro Tolo is a very good decision.
That was mine. Don't steal my choices. Be an independent thinker, Tim.
I just said I've been giving him credit for like the longest time. Before you were on the show, I said
Well,
even
you asked
BJ
me first, so I got first pick. You got to take second pick. That's
Gabby Pisania.
That's a good one. I wanted to say her, but it's like, but then like her and Yara, but like Gabby does have a lot more competition experience, so it's interesting to like think of how that
activity. She has the activity. The activity is important for Grappler of the Year because if you're not grappling, how are you the Grappler of the Year? That's like saying like, oh, I won one fight. It was the biggest fight of the year, but I'm the fighter of the year. No, you're not. You got to compete a lot within the year to be Grappler of the Year. She has that. Credentials. She won everything this year, basically. She lost maybe 2 or 3 times this year. She beat the hell out of Gabby Garcia. She beat her main rival, Yara, who is the second best pound for pound female grappler. Well, we could say that Bia Mosquita is, but she's second best in the world, top 3, and she's in her division, and they always compete against the open, and she beat Yara. Yara's great. She's a phenomenal athlete. Hope she gets well soon with the knee injury, but I would say Gabby would be one of my picks for Fighter of the Year, Grappler of the Year. Another one, I said Tyrell Tolo. He's a great example of a guy that deserves a recognition. Those would be the main 2, I would believe. I don't know anyone else who really has those credentials against top competition. We can say Felipe Pena could be up there because he just won double gold at Worlds. Marigali did really good this year. There's been some killers out there that have done a great job. Those are the 2 that come to mind. It'd be between those 2. And if I had to pick, I would put Gabby Pisania as the Grappler of the Year.
Gabby Pisania.
Oh, wait. Let me go back. We can put Mikey Musumeci in there too.
He did a phenomenal job. Yeah.
He did do a good job. He did take that L though he did take that L. He did take that L at who's number 1, but he's been consistent. He's done it in gi and no gi. He won Worlds. He won who's number 1. He came up with a new submission. I kind of don't think it's a new submission, but I don't want to be considered a hater. It just looks like a knee bar with a different type of grip. I'm sure someone has done it before, but since he did it on a big stage and he's a big name and he claimed it, who am I to say? I'm not a hater. Good for him. Do all the DVD series you want. I think those are the big 3. Mikey Musumeci, Gabby Pisania, and Tyrell Tolo off the top of my head. I'm sorry, guys. I did not have like a whole list of people. It's just when I talk on the podcast, it comes from my heart and my mind. And those are the big 3. If I miss someone, let me know. We can discuss it. But those are my big 3. It's hard to argue against them. So
yeah, no, that's a good choice. Good choices.
What would you say, or what team would you say is the team of the year?
I was thinking that was going to be the next question. And one thing I was thinking of is like pedagogue submission fighting. Like I know they've had like, they've done a lot this year on top of like, Andrew being very successful in what he's doing, but like also drawing other athletes like Mikey and his sister like to the team. So it's been interesting to see what they've been doing throughout the year. I think they've been just like very successful with their style and like how their athletes have been doing in competition. And I don't know, like, like obviously like Checkmate and all those other teams have been successful, but I think, like Pedagogy gets like that, like, I don't know, they get the new award for like the new kids on the block. They've definitely been doing a lot.
At the lower belt level, we can make that argument somewhat for Pedigo. I'm happy that there's another American team out here that's making noise, and they come from that hard-nosed style of American grappling. As you said, I would have to go with Checkmate. Checkmate had guys in Nogi and Nogi Worlds killing it, and this year Nogi Worlds, we can no longer talk shit about IBJJF and the fact that their Nogi rules are not modernized for the way that competitions are. There's no longer an excuse from just Nogi guys that spam leg locks that they can't get their game off the ground because they can't reap or anything. And as we saw at brown belt specifically, man, you got to close out at the brown belt level or the open. You do so well as a team at Worlds. They won Worlds as a team. They won the team title.
Yeah, they got
You
a
win the
solid
team.
group of active competitors right now, and I think that's really helping them.
They lose a lot of the senior members of the team that were winning medals in the past, but now they come back. Renato Canuto, is he still Checkmate?
I think so.
He said Renato Canuto just won, and he just won Worlds. You're about to Google it right now. I'm probably wrong as fuck. He might have changed teams.
I'll lie for you.
You're gonna lie for me, but they can lie for it. Anyway, they lose Buchecha. He's not actively competing anymore. They re-up, and now they're the big kid on the block. You used to think it was back in the day, it was Alliance. Then it was Atos for a little bit. They were vying for control. But now, Checkmate's the big guy kid on the block. And they got such a good youth team. They've got a farm system like at the baseball team, and they're out here getting the team title. And yes, I got nothing but love and respect for everyone at Pedigo, but let's keep it a spade. They're not winning the team title at Worlds.
He appears to still be Checkmate.
Hey, okay, so Checkmate it is. Checkmate it is. All right, so there you go. There you go. That's my team of the year. And yeah, we got team of the year. We got competitor of the year. Coach of the year.
Bjj Korea won an award for media of the year, which is dope because they have also been doing like an amazing job, and like a lot of people confuse them with me, which they're not. Like I know Karina, and she used to do content for Favela Jiu Jitsu, so it's really cool to see like that she was able to win an award and like how successful she's been. Like she had some really dope coverage of Worlds where she was like posting the brackets with like people's pictures and everything and the results to each of the brackets, with like Instagrams of everything. So it's like super well laid out, and like she does a really good job. So it's really dope to see. Like I used to be the only person with Favela Jiu Jitsu that would cover like athletes that were from like Rio or social projects or things like that. But like to see like other people like her doing it and like doing it like event coverage in a way that I don't even do, that was really that's been really dope to see come up in this year. So if you don't follow them, you should check them out. That's BJJ Korea. That's BJJ CRIA.
You didn't even answer my question.
What was the fucking question? Yeah.
I said it. What about coach of the year? Like, what is some of the?
I didn't even hear that. My bad. Coach of the year. I'm gonna go with like the Jansen's coach. Like I gotta go with the Favela coach. My bad.
It's okay. I was like, damn, okay, you don't want to answer it. I mean, I would just say like
Antonio Bodi, like if you could go with him, like Antonio Bodi, coach of the year. No,
I wasn't trying to do no set tripping. I don't. Of course, I'm always gonna say my coaches are the best. I was just whenever I do
this. That was gonna be the second one. That was gonna be like that.
I always say my coaches are the best, but let's just say you can't include your coach. Somebody, I would go with him. Oh my God.
I wish it was a
Niko.
Patreon. Y'all getting that real shit, It's like Happy New Year's.
I'm not even gonna answer it now because I don't want
No,
to. I
no,
know
you have to
it's,
answer. Who is your coach of
no,
the year?
no.
No,
I
now I
mean,
want to know. That's a hard ass question that you asked me. Coach of the year. That's very specific. Who is your coach of the year?
I could give Murilo Santana a lot of respect. I could definitely give Isaac Bayensi because he's kind of running things at Dream Art. He's a player coach. I gotta give him some love. Jansen and them's coach did a great job with them.
Yeah, no, he had them boys on the roofs of the favela.
Gabby Pasana's coach. Gabby Pasana.
Oh, actually, that man is, yeah, he be doing it like because he be
Yes,
taking
I
that.
don't know his name, but I
Yeah,
know of him and I
yeah,
know of his work.
Marcio de Dios from the city of God favela. Like, yo, big
Yeah,
ups to
that'd
him.
be the
It's like, where do you
guy.
get money to be doing the things that you be doing, son? And he'll tell you
That'd
probably
be the
God.
guy.
Like, man.
That's the guy.
Yeah,
Because
like he be doing
I will
content.
always pick. I'm sorry. I would always pick Lloyd and Macedoni and Ty and Julius. But when I do this type of stuff, I don't want to just say my guys. But if I had to give an award that I couldn't give to somebody, like you can't vote for yourself or someone you're friends with, he'd be the guy from the city of God. Because
Yeah, no. Yeah,
that'd be
he
the
does do a
one.
lot. He does amazing things, and even like on like what he does with like athletes being not like Gabby, like I mean, like he's one of the main like reasons that I do think like what I do with Favela Jiu Jitsu because like he was such an advocate for like Gabby and like what she had done, and I used to do work for like Flow Grappling, so like he would not stop talking about her, and like he brings a ton of athletes like all over the place. They like work for IBJJF and like they do a lot to be able to compete, and like those kids, like I normally when I go to Rio, go to that social project, and they're all like killers. Like that collar drag that she did on Gabi Garcia, like all the little kids at that social project know how to do that collar drag, and it's just so dope to see like how technical they are and like how they like really work as a family. So like yeah, he is a really amazing coach, and like he does deserve props for what he does with them.
Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. I'm not going to give you any more categories because we could be here all day. I was going to ask what you thought was the event of the year, and I was going to say who's number one. That event was sick. The prize money, the interviews they did, even the stuff after the fact was great. I had a good time.
I think that was really dope, but I would have to say that it was the BJJ Stars reality show in Brazil, the one that like Muhammad was part of that you didn't want to go to, that I almost
That
couldn't.
happened this year too. Oh my God, this year was so long, Niko.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah. So I think that was really dope. So they get credit for that this year, not like any of your secret shit. You gotta go into 20.
Yeah, it's technically it's 2022 shit.
And on that note, I'm upset,
Well, that's our year. That's been the year in review. Yeah, it's been a lot that's going on. It's been a lot's been going on. I'm happy the year is over. I'm about to go on my top secret mission, which is not be around a bunch of people. So please don't judge me, everyone. All my friends that are out there, please don't judge me. I don't want to be sick.
We won't judge you.
Nah, you can't judge me. You was out in the streets and you caught it, so you can't say shit to me, Niko. I'm morally superior than you.
Like that's discrimination. Like
That's not discrimination.
Anyway,
it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Can't you take a joke? Can we joke anymore? Can we joke on this podcast?
Yo, joke these nuts, Tim. Joke these nuts.
Hey. Speaking of these nuts, we have new BJJ Goons merch coming out very soon. We're going to be selling it at Randori Fighting Championships on January 22nd, correct?
Yeah, that is the date.
At Annapolis, Maryland, at the Annapolis Marriott.
Maybe.
We'll be in Annapolis, Maryland. We have people from all over the East Coast, like the Northeast. We got people from Pennsylvania signed up, Delaware, New Jersey. We have some people from Maryland, but we got a lot of people from all around the area, even people from New York that are scheduled to appear and compete. We have 40 matches at least that are scheduled for the show, and about 65 in total. The other 25 or so are standby matches because we had so many people sign up for this super fight card. If you want to watch the Randori Jiu-Jitsu Championship, you have to come to Annapolis, Maryland, and watch it. We will not be live streaming it. You could record it, but we are not live streaming it. You're going to have to be able to see what goes down and feel the excitement and the energy. There is a bar there. It is not an open bar. It is a bar where you have to buy your own alcohol. But I will be hosting the show. I'll be doing commentary with Niko. We will be selling the Bjj Goons merch, the new merch that we haven't even put out there. We had like one Instagram story with it, but that's because we're trying to save it. This merch
I made a first post. I posted it, and it's at the DoubleTree. So it'll be at the DoubleTree
in Annapolis, Maryland. Another thing too, if you want first dibs on this new Bjj Goons drop, you have to show up. If you are listening to this and you are in anywhere near the state of Maryland, you need to show up on January 22nd at the Annapolis DoubleTree. If you want tickets, you can go to rjjc1.com, right, Niko?
Yep.
rjjc1.com for tickets for the show. But hurry up because they sell out quickly. We have 60 matches potentially. Right now, we just have 40 for the card, but 40 matches. That's a shitload of people that are going to have tickets, a shitload of people watching, and it's going to be a blast. Also, I just want to shout out John's Fit Meals too while we're at it, because if you want to compete at a high level like Randori, you got to eat right. So that means you got to go to John's Fit Meals. Go to johnsfitmeals.com. They are a meal prep service. They give you meals for the entire week. All you got to do is log on and make sure you use promo code Bjj Goons for a very special discount. One more plug before I go. I just wanted to tell you guys that if you have any internet needs for your website, if you need social media marketing, if you just need internet marketing for that website, go to blueedgebusiness.com, tell them I sent you, tell them Mushmaster sent you, and you'll get an even better discount. And that's it from me. That's all the plugs. That's my goodbye to the fans. Niko, where can we find you?
All right, you can follow me on Instagram at @NoNewNiko. That's no_new_Niko. And make sure to go to favelajujitsu.com to pick up some new merch. I'm dropping some stuff independent of the Bjj Goons, which will be at Randori tomorrow, which is the 1st, which will be, by the time you hear this, it will be on there. So make sure to go to favelajujitsu.com to check it out.
You can find me at timsprigsbjj.com. You can also find me at Tim on Instagram or Facebook. If you want a private lesson, or you want to book me for a seminar, or you want me to break down your matches, or you want me to make you a game plan for your jiu-jitsu, just hit me up at timsprigsbjj.com. This has been the Bjj Goons podcast. Happy New Year. Peace.